What's up, everybody? It's Joe from JLB Games coming at you with another cool video, and I'm back in No Limits 2. Back with this awesome wooden coaster, so let's get straight into it. I'm not sure if I'm going to complete it in this episode or not, at least the layout. There's still a lot to be done. So let's just go ahead and get straight into it. So let's go ahead and I want it to come back around this way a little bit. It's going underground for some reason. We don't want that. I'm gonna have to adjust this vertex right here. There we go. Alright, let's try that again. Gonna have it come back around this way, and it's still going underground for whatever reason. Like, really? Come on. Give me a break here. You're above ground. Stay above ground. Work with me. There you go. So we're going to have it come back around here and just kind of go next to itself here a little bit. We're just going to kind of click a lot. Whoops. I did not mean to do that. Click a lot of points here and just edit it. That's a technique I sometimes like to use. So let's kind of adjust these a little bit more to give it a more smoother feel to them. And then you just kind of add some hills and stuff, just depending on what kind of design you want on your, or pretty much just go with what you are trying to accomplish. Alright, so this is what we got so far. Not bad. And let's go perspective. And what we're going to do is make this the highest point. So let's make this about 13. Just have some hops here and there to create a cool effect, or cool elements here. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and see what happens when I depump the vertices and see if it doesn't just automatically smooth it out to that highest point, and adjust these nodes as well, because I'm not sure exactly what it will do in that situation, but already looking better. I don't know, that doesn't look very smooth to me. Well, yeah, it does. Let's keep those down. And then we'll raise this up to about probably 13 as well. And then we'll just kind of we'll make this kind of a little bit of a drop turn there. Let's go back to the top view and adjust this to, since moving it kind of set it off, I need to adjust those back accordingly. And now we can just literally depump the vertices. Always a fun tool to use, a great tool to use. As it depumps. And we'll see what we're left with after that. Go in perspective here. It's not bad. Whoops. Have to create another little hop here. Just make it a 10-meter hop. And go to the top view. And we'll do that real quick. Depumping the vertices, you never can do that enough. Don't ever think you can overdo that. So let's click here, and we're going to vertice here. We're going to try and maneuver this back to the station, towards the station. We should be able to go under that, alright. Alright, so our station stands at 5 meters. What we're going to want to do is make sure we can line this up. See, I'm trying to remember if it was the... Go left. Got the z-axis is this way, and the x-axis, I believe, is the other way. So we need to make sure we get all that correct, which we will. Something I always forget how to do is adding a transfer table. So you can do that by kind of like this. Place it, and then you can actually, need to, you can move it wherever you want. But, and then connect your track pieces to that. So, let me delete this. Alright. So what we're going to do is actually add a transfer table. So we want a transfer track. And what we need to do is make sure it's in line with the station. X and Y. So if we put 1 and 1, I'll put it with that. Just move it this way. And not that. Oops. If I remember how to use or work a transfer table. So we got snapping enabled. So yeah, choose the number of tracks and stuff like that. click track properties. You have the position. The Y needs to definitely need to be at 5. So the height is perfect. And we need to go. I think X. I could be wrong. What happens when I do this at 1? That's what happens. What if I went to 2? Let's put it at 4. Maybe that'll put it in the right spot. Yes, 4. That looks like it is exact. So that's exactly what we wanted. So what we need to do is put this on the Y at 5, and we need to put the X at 4. Actually, I believe we need to put the X at 1. I think that's just the middle of the transfer table. So what we need to do is connect these, and to do that, we're going to select that, hold this, and click connect under track. 5. So let's make this one 5 as well, because we're going to want to make a little bit of a break section right before it goes into the end here. So we might actually need to, I don't know why it's placing a footer down. Okay. I don't believe I was under that. Okay. So let's go to the top view, actually. That'll help us out. And kind of select this one, along with this one. Alright, it's time to go ahead and depump a lot more vertices here. So we'll select all these nodes, and I want to depump them. Make them as smooth as possible. We still need to add the rolls as well, so we don't want to forget about those. There we go. Alright, so this is kind of our layout so far of the wooden coaster. Not a bad layout. I mean, it's a very basic coaster that we're not getting too far into detail with. That's okay. So now what we need to do is connect these two. And we'll do that. There's plenty of space for the station. And let's add type separator. Yeah, that will work. Alright, so we're going to make this a brake section. And we'll also make this a brake section as well. Back just a smidge. Make sure we get plenty of braking on the ride. So I'm going to go ahead and save, and let's start adding, let's see, we left off here, adding some rolls. I'm just going to add them throughout this track here. And there we go. Alright, now we're just going to select them and bend them the way we need to. So, starting with this one, we literally just click No Lat G-Force. That will give us nice smooth transition from each point here that we created. So we let it pretty much do all the work for us by clicking this option. And it makes everything pretty simple. Alright, let's add one more right before the brake section. That way the brake section can be straight. Now, we can click the G-force comb. So you can see the entire ride is pretty good overall. So, alright, I think we're almost done with, pretty much done with the track. Let's give it a little test run here slightly. Looks like our station's kind of tilted, which is kind of strange. And we got a lift hill into the first drop. Get G-force comb. So, a little airtime hill. A lot of airtime hills. To this overbank turn. I think these little hops at the end are going to be kind of cool. Still a little bit there in this last big turn before going into the brakes and the transfer. Alright, not bad. Turned out better than I thought it would. So, that there, I think we're going to go ahead and call this a wrap on this episode. Let me just go freeze it real quick and see what it looks like. So, have any comments, be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments section. If you did like the video, make sure you punch that like button. And there's our transfer table, looking pretty good. Still a little bit to work on overall, but that's pretty much the layout of our coaster. Let me add supports real quick so you can see those before I let it go here. Alright, now we will freeze it. But be sure to punch that like button if you liked it. And any suggestions on some No Limits 2 suggestions that you have for me, be sure to let me know. I will try and get to as many different types of coasters as possible. I just figured the very first one would be a wooden coaster. There's still another episode or two probably left in this coaster. I still have to do the environment, with probably do terraforming next, followed by environment like trees and stuff. So that is that, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys are enjoying the series. It seems like everyone really wanted this series to come, and I'm making it come to life. So I'm going to keep it going, and I hope you guys have enjoyed. So I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Have a great day and a cooler tomorrow. Goodbye.